Hello, it's Karen Bailey here, and I just want to do a short video as a testimonial for TJ Khara's mentoring program. But before I do, I just want to tell you a little bit about myself and what I've been doing online for the past 6+ years. And my story is probably very similar to a lot of other stories you've heard, where people have been online for years and years and they haven't made a single thing. Instead, they have wasted a lot of money, and I would hate to count up the thousands of dollars that I've wasted online. I would imagine it would be an incredible amount of money, thousands and thousands. So what have I been doing, or what have I tried? When I first came onto the internet, I was building websites, and I was optimizing those websites to rank up in the search engines. What I found was as soon as they ranked, someone else would come along and knock me off my rankings, and I would have to get a whole new set of keywords and go back and re-optimize the website for that. There were a lot of components within SEO that I had to learn, like effective keyword research, how to actually put the website together. There's also a lot of linking strategies I had to learn. So it was a very long and tedious process, plus I never got any returns out of it. I tried article marketing, and that was a real drag. I actually don't like writing, but I thought I would try it anyway. So there was a lot of hard work that produced little. It was suggested that I write 5 to 10 articles a day, so I started off quite keen, but eventually I thought, right, this isn't for me, so I outsourced those articles, but found that was very expensive, so I ditched that idea. I went on to blogging. But then it was, well, what do I write about that's going to make it worth someone else's time to come and read it? Someone suggested that I blog about internet marketing tips and tools, but you can find them all over the internet. So what was it that made my blog so much better? So I ditched that idea. I had software produced for me, and I tried to sell that and could never make a sale. Then I got into the business opportunities, and I jumped from one to the other to the other. I had to show people the pay plan. I had to show them the product. I found that there was a lot of hand holding involved, and it was also too, like, how could I convince someone that my program was much better than the next program that they may have been researching? And it just didn't work out for me. So I thought, right, there has to be something else out there, and I had to find it, and I had to find it quick, because I was sort of at the stage where I had to find something or totally get off the internet altogether. So for some reason I was cruising the Warrior Forum in the classified ad department, and I came across a classified ad which was advertising TJ Khara's program, mentoring program, and a lot of what I read started to make sense, like in the fact that a lot of people are using solo ads as a way to get people to view their websites or their business opportunities. And now I know through my own experience that business opportunities, MLM, internet marketing is an evergreen niche. It will always be there, and as the economies around the world get worse and worse, internet marketing or business opportunities is only going to grow. So I realised that, and I also realised that a lot of these programs were recommending their members use solo ads as a way to drive traffic to their sites. And CJ said to me, well, only 1% of the subscribers on those lists will ever buy anything. So what happens to the largest portion of that list, the 99% of the subscribers? And he said to me, why not turn that into your product, into your asset, turn around and sell it as a solo ad provider or vendor? And so that's exactly what I did. Now when I started with TJ, I actually had 0 list because I ditched my list. It really wasn't worth anything. So I started with 0 subscribers. And I started selling solo ads on the 19th of September, and today, making this recording, is the 10th of November, so I haven't quite been selling for 2 months yet. I have sold 86 solo ads, and I have generated over $8,500 of revenue, which I have put back into my business. What I've found is the solo ads have provided me cash flow for my other businesses. And I've also done I also did a project, and not long after I started, where I joined one of the most popular internet marketing university type programs on the internet, and I was on a 10-day trial. And within that 10 days, I was able to get to the top of the leaderboard as one who had driven the most amount of leads to that program. So in my 10-day trial, I had driven over 400 subscribers to that program. And the reason I mention this is because if you are in a business opportunity, and you want to fuel that business opportunity, well, you should look at selling solo ads as a way of funding that business opportunities, but also providing the subscribers for that program. Those subscribers for me cost nothing, because TJ showed me how to set up an effective landing page, but also a highly effective funnel that drove people to that primary business, or that project, I should say. And like I said, it didn't cost me anything because my funnel was so well set up. These are very easy sales to make. I don't have to convince anyone, because they're all out there buying and have had experience buying solo ads before. Often I wake up in the morning and I open up my computer and people have just sent me money for a solo ad, and I've never communicated with them before. It's just that easy. Provide me with cash flow. And that's the biggest thing. Everyone needs cash flow, and everyone needs traffic. So why not sell solo ads? Having a consultation with TJ was one of the best things that I'd ever done online. To start off with, I was very tight-lipped. I thought, I don't want to give this guy too much information, it'll probably be a hard sell. But no, it wasn't like that at all. We spent about 2 hours online talking, and I just got so much information from him about what he does and how that could help me, and it just all made total sense. Very easy to talk to. At the end of the consult, all TJ said to me was, if you're interested, take it to the next level, fill in a application form, and we'll just go from there. Very, very low key. So I totally recommend that you hook up with TJ, take out a consult with him, and just see where it takes you to. You won't regret it, because like I said, it's just the best thing that I've ever done online was that initial consultation. Thanks for listening. Karen from New Zealand. Bye now.